Okay, this is for futurity peeps and anyone that wants to come out and work at my place at like a farm trial or ranch trial. I'm going to show you different elements that may or may not be on courses, but it's super helpful for you to have an idea of what you're getting into. If you're a futurity peep, you can come out the day before and work on like the gates and stuff like that. All right, so this is the sorting machine. I call it the sorting machine. Okay. So, first of all, it's this nice long thing, and it's part of my pen system, and this gate here opens up. If it's closed, if this gate is closed, in order to get to the chute, you have to open it, and then it'll close against here to make another pen. Your dog, well, there's Flint, is in here. And Flint is actually doing what I want him to do, which is nothing. You can have him lay down, but he knows his job. Lay down. Good boy. He knows he's not supposed to be doing something, and when we popped up on him, he was doing nothing, which is what he's supposed to be doing. You can see the sheep are relaxed. I don't want them crowded in here because we're going to try and put like a little curve gate here so that they don't hurt themselves on the side here, but I don't want them crowding in here so they don't pinch themselves on this here. Now, so you set your dog in there, and you're going to be out in the alley. You'll go down the alley through the gates there, and I'll show those to you so you don't panic. I'm not going to show all that to you right now because I need to focus on this. And this is the thing. There's an emergency gate here. If you need to call your dog out, they can get out through this gate right here. And then the pen system is here. Then we have the guillotine, which is this. You just lift it up and down. Okay. You can twist it around this pipe. This post is a pain, but it's there so that you can actually twist it around if you want to hold the guillotine gate open. Depends on what I'm doing, whether or not I hold it open or not. Flynn, that'll do. That'll do. Go lay down. So when the sheep start packing up, oh, hi, this is Boss Lady, the kitty. You'll meet her. She's awesome. All right, but you're right in the way, sweet pea. So, let me get the cat out of the way. Come here, sweetie. You got to get down. No. Let go. Good girl. All right, so the guillotine gate is here, and your sheep are coming through looking at you all trained like. They know how to do this. And then this gate right here is the gate that you open. Let me get this out of my hand. That you open and close. So you open it to sort. Cat, you're not helping. See if I can get this a little further away. There we go. And you'll see a video of it here in a minute. But you can sort this way into this pen right here. So we have a two-way sort here. Now, occasionally, I haven't put it in a ranch trial yet, but there can be a setup for a three-way sort, but we won't likely have that in the ranch trial. We might, but we'll see. But it's very easy. This has another gate that you can just sort this way, but most of the time we sort through this gate right here. So let me set this up. See if I can get a good vision of what we're doing here without it being too far away. Okay. Put that on there. Hold on one second. All right. So you'll be standing here at this position at the guillotine. So the guillotine has a couple of knots in it, a knot here, and then a knot here, and then this pulley right here. Now, it works pretty well most of the time, but if it gets caught, it's going to be because the rope gets stuck in here. So your best bet is to pull out and not sideways. So it'll work more smoothly if you remember to pull out. And then you simply get this ready. So I have my arm here, and I have my eyes on my sheep. Now, the tricky part is these guys know me, and they'll come through. So sometimes you have to move your body away to get them through, and it's a little tricky. So we'll help you if it gets to that point. And I may even put more of another panel here. That might work. Another side. All right, so here's how it goes. I will oftentimes use this pull as leverage, then it doesn't pull on my hand, but I still have the ability to let it go very quickly. And of course the dog can't be standing here. Copper, go over there. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go. Pay attention. Stay. They most likely won't go through this fast for you, but I'm looking for a specific set of hands here. Okay, get. And sometimes you'll have to kind of push them through like that. And then this is where the guillotine comes in handy. You can't see it behind the camera, but if they get stopped up, you can drop the guillotine and then push them out. Walk down. The guillotine is your brakes. So if it's getting too fast, just shut the guillotine, try not to hurt a sheep. And what you can do is slow them down, you can drop the guillotine. Now they'll go under it pretty easy. And then you just look through your sheep. I'm looking for mine. I'm looking for my sheep. Here's one coming. I try to look down the row so I can see the ones I need, and then I open the gate. Sometimes you have to reach down and push them through. You'll see that in a minute. Here's another one. Two. There's a bunch coming through. A whole chunk of them. I'm sorting out my lambs from earlier this year for lessons. So they have some sort of marking on them or something like that. I don't know if you can try So the babies haven't done the yet, so I can step back a little bit to let them Make sure your dog comes through and then you clear the thing. So let me pause it. All right. So your dog comes through the chute right here and then you pause it. Now, depending on what you're doing, there is another gate right here that will shut this and then make this another pen. So if you're going to be working in this pen, that gate is open right there, but this is a pen. There's the bigger pen is around the corner, which I usually do this so that they flow better. Is if this gate's shut, they can kind of get stuck because they're not flowing out. So then there's this gate to shut it. If you're doing anything in this pen, you need to make sure this gate is shut or they'll go back up the alley. And it's not the biggest problem in the world to get them out because they're all pretty well trained. Okay, so that's the machine. So then there's another gate right here that you can go into to move your sheep anywhere else that you want to move them into. Okay, you stay there. And, you know, depending on where I want to put my sheep, I will close different gates. So this gate is open. It's being held by a bungee right by that cow there. And then, come here guys, you have to sometimes push them around the corner if you're having to move the big group into here. Depends on what you're doing and what your assignment is. This may or may not be part of it, but this is how I work my sheep. And that works really nicely because I can sort off who I need. I can resort. I can sort multiple times. It's pretty slick, and it's much safer for the humans, sheep, and dogs to sort that way. So that's the sorting machine, and you'll have a chance to practice it, but I kind of gave you the important tips right there.